And dad is not a noun, not at all.
You are a warrior, samurai. My village is across the province, and even there we have heard stories of you.
You are special, Yasuke.
I had visions.
The visions are yours. Only you can know what they mean. Let the vision flow through you. Understanding will come, but you must let the vision flow through you.
I don't want it.
It is those who do not wish for power that deserve it.
You have to let go.
A father can never let go. We are the descendants of Yasuke. You are a samurai.
Welcome to another episode of Dad is Not a Now. My name is Ishmael, changing the narrative for men of color and fatherhood, as well as changing the narrative on the things I care about. And what you just witnessed was an amazing trailer for the upcoming film coming out real soon called Yasuke Descendant. And before I introduce my special guest, I'm going to have my co-host take the mic, and he's also the proud sponsor of this episode. Take the mic, brother.
Yo, hey, what's up? It's your boy Jay Rich. You know me, Spider-Man, all day, every day. Check it out. I'm hyped to be here, and I want to pick Calvert's brain and like find out everything that's going on in that crazy brain, because I got a crazy brain, so I know he got a crazy brain after seeing the trailer. So let's get to talking.
And we're about to get into talking. And my special guest is a stuntman, actor, producer, director, third-degree black belt, and a fight coordinator for the production company Three Strand Rope Production. Calvert David Miles, thank you, brother, for coming on. I'm a little winded with saying all that at one time, but I'm happy I got it through. But my first question to you, brother, how's your heart? And the reason why I asked that question, because I'm all about mental health. So how's your heart, brother?
Oh, it's really resilient. That's what I say about that. Extremely resilient. Like I know that like if I could literally make, like, if somebody gives me like $2,000 to make a Star Wars type movie, I'm gonna figure it out. So
Right?
so
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm all about that. I'm all about that. Get what you can and make it work.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that's just how I
I'll
am.
figure out how to make it work on the $2,000 budget. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm still searching for that $1 million budget movie right now. But I'm definitely on my grind, and I think this movie will get me over that hump, basically. So yeah, but it was definitely a grind making this movie, and literally like uh I'm just gonna go into it how I the beginning process of it. Like I was coming off of my first feature that I made, and I looked at I was reading a article about a slave that became a samurai on Facebook, and I didn't know who that was, so I read it and I thought, oh, this is dope. So then like a couple months later, my sister told me that one of my great uncles was like a really cool, like a really like war hero in Cuba. So I used a little bit of like kind of like my own life, and kind of used the kind of Yasuke storyline along with a screenplay that I was writing called Time. So I kind of like molded three ideas into kind of one film a little bit, but because like I wrote a whole Yasuke film, and it's like me and my writing buddy. Shout out to Marcus Day, who is a phenomenal copyright writer. Um, like so, we wrote a whole Yasuke film, and and this was back in like 2016, 2017, and I pitched it around to literally every production company in Hollywood, right? So then, um, basically they all said, "Oh, we already have a movie. We're already doing this. We're not interested." Blah blah blah. So then, out of nowhere, like I saw on like Deadline Hollywood or something like that, that Chadwick Boseman was going to play Yasuke, right? So I was like, "What the f?" Right? So,
You're like, there
so
goes my
literally,
dreams. Like,
no, because like literally, like that's how it is in Hollywood. Literally, like all three of us could have a $1 million idea that nobody has ever seen before, but like if you don't have the connections to that $1 million idea, it's kind of like pointless, or it's kind of like it's just harder to get notice or get funding for that particular film if you don't have like already pre-existing connections, basically. So but nonetheless, like so I was like, oh man, I got to get a move on. So I was like in production already filming it as I got that message, and I was just filming it because I knew that since I was a smaller production company that I could move a lot faster, you know. So
yeah,
like that's the kind of that's what I kind of like about being an independent and smaller production, because like you're able like it's not me, like it's kind of like I think this is how WB works a little bit, where like it's like a 12 person boardroom meeting, and they all fight over what movie's going to be next, and then the movie ends up like flopping or like not even being released, aka Batgirl. Like you
I
know what I'm
mean that
saying, so
trailer
like
that trailer wasn't that hot. I'm just gonna say that. That trailer wasn't that
but
hot.
honestly, I would have went to the theater to see a Batgirl movie, just because it was
Oh,
out there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
I'm a
like,
big nerd. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go see it.
so, but like they like it doesn't make. I don't know who decided to axe it or whatever, but like as an independent, like it's like, all right, I have a great idea. I'm not. I'm like, and like the way that people are like kind of like in LA at least are like the way that they rewrite. It's like way too many rewrites. There's way too many cooks in the kitchen about how the story should be. Like honestly, if like if I'm sorry, I have my glasses on right now. If Jay Rich can write the story, and then I do the cinematography, and like you direct, it'll be a great movie because like everybody has their job, and everybody's like like Kobe Bryant is sticking to their circle, and they're not going out of that circle. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so like basically, I feel like me being a small production company, me and my writing partner Marcus, we only like passed the screenplay back and forth like 3 times, and then it's done. Like it's ready to shoot, it's done. So basically through I've just been like and this is a completely self-funded project. I took up like a gang of side jobs. Got lucky with a couple of big TV shows from my stunt job. Been filming, doing fight coordinating, and yeah, I just been hustling basically, just self funding this film, and it's very funny how like. It's very funny how black people can't get business loans.
Look, okay, listen. All right, I want you to shut your mouth now.
And it's not even like $5,000 ain't even that much money, right?
No, listen. I own J1 Studios. I've had successful events, successful projects, award-winning projects that like have been like talked about on NPR. And then I'll go to the bank and be like, I just need, it'll be somewhere from like $5,000 to $10,000. No more. And they'll be like, yeah. And then
like,
my homie
credit score is like 700 too. Like
right. And then my homie who happens to not be of this melanated complexion, will just be like, I want to start a yo-yo farting business. And like, you want $250,000? And they're like, what?
Literally, just $5,000. That's all I was asking for. But like, I got through it. Whatever. So basically, so yeah, I was just self-funding, and then I was like I was like completing like 2 or 3 scenes each month. And then the pandemic happened. I was like, fuck. So I had to basically shut everything down and like reestablish myself. But it was like, I know a lot of bad things happened, but like I got paid during the pandemic because like I had no idea that I was making that much money. You know what I'm saying? So like, because I'm literally like funding like another business as I'm like living on top of myself. So like I got paid. I got the max amount on the during the pandemic, and also with the with those loans. So I was like, all right, I got the funding for it. So basically I just basically completed my film like kind of like the ending of 2020 and during 2021, and like me being like a stuntman in Hollywood, I knew basically like everybody in the community for doing stunts. So it was like the action sequences and the stunt parts were honestly the easier parts. The hardest part about this film wasn't the money, it was like just scheduling people to be on.
Everybody's got gigs. Everybody's
got gigs. I paid everybody, and like it was just scheduling people to be like available on the same day at the same time, and but that was honestly the hardest part. But other than that, it was pretty like easy. And but like to take it back to the beginning of this thing. So like I tried to make it the correct way. So this is why I'm gonna do pretty much everything independent. Like I try to do it the correct way by sending out NDAs to production companies, sending out scripts to different production companies, and like I like would have saved. I would it would have been out earlier if I just would have started it. And I also I did reach out to Michael Jai White and to play Yasuke, but he declined.
Um, that's his that watch. This thing gonna blow up and he's gonna be like, oh man, I could have been in the epic Yasuke
Hey,
film.
That
yeah,
happens. I mean, Will Smith was supposed to be Neo. Like,
Hey.
although I think it would have been different if it was him.
oh, Calvert, tell
Yeah.
me, like, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. One of them
Oh, for
is
sure.
like, tell me the full story. I mean, don't do the spoiler part, but like
Oh, okay.
the full synopsis of the movie. Like, what are you trying to convey in here? What is the story that you're telling?
Oh, definitely. I want to convey the true events, true story of Yasuke and how, like, well, like I want to I tied in like actual events from Japan that happened along with Yasuke's story. So like I I want the audience to like I wish I had the budget so I can like do these big ass action sequences and stuff,
Right.
I had I had incredible actors that had that brought the same feeling and got the point across. So
Because it looked
basically,
like a bit of a not really a time travel, but a lot of
yeah,
flashbacks.
yeah. So I want the audience to I wanted the audience to like hear or see the first African samurai, and I wanted his story to be said because it's really important that like his story is like heard and said and spread. So I want the audience to get that, and also um I wanted I thought it would be a cool idea to kind of like update it a little bit, and I wanted a story that kind of is about um like I kind of like stories that kind of repeat themselves a little bit within the story. Like I think Christopher Nolan does it really well, where like the way he edits or the way that he tells a story is like kind of like how he does Memento, where like the first like the beginning of the movie is actually the end of the
The
movie,
end.
and
Yeah.
and the end is the beginning. And like he does really interesting ways in the storytelling, which I really like, which I really emulate off of, and like I do a lot of like non-linear storytelling as well. So it's but for this particular movie, it's definitely like Phoenix character is getting these visions from his past, and like him knowing that like no yeah he's getting visions from his past, and like I like the fact that like different characters play different people from the past versions of themselves, and basically their descendants is like kind of like in the present. And like I kind of played off like I look a lot like I look a lot like my grandfather, and also the general who was a war hero in Cuba a little bit. Like we have similar features. So like I used that kind of played off of like using Kip as who's an amazing actor. He plays Oda Nobunaga, and also like his descendants in the future. So I use that element of it, and how Yasuke descendants is a modern day samurai, which are the yakuza, basically. So with who was played by Gichi, he's playing the descendant of Yasuke. His name is Phoenix in the movie, and he has his own kind of like yakuza clan that is kind of warring with Akechi's clan, which is still which they're still kind of battling like centuries in the future,
I was gonna
basically.
say like it's like passed down. It's like the turmoil
Yeah,
that passed down through generations,
yeah,
but they don't seem to realize that they're actually reenacting
yeah,
what has happened in the past.
yeah. So that's why that's why I kind of use like that's why I like to play with like those two characters still dueling. I actually pulled that kind of storyline from this one episode of Spider-Man back in the 90s.
Okay.
It was with like Spider-Man had teamed up with like Captain America's crew, and Captain America got stuck in this time vortex where he's battling the Red Skull, like or whatever.
I know, I know what you're talking about. Look,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what you're talking about. You know, I go by Spider-Man. I mean, my office, you can't see it from here,
Yeah,
but literally, I have a Tobey Maguire statue,
yeah.
life size, standing here watching you, judging you.
Yeah, so I kind of like I just pull out like story ideas from like everything I've seen, heard, liked, and that happens in my life. And basically, yeah, I use that kind of storyline of those two characters battling, and and my storyline, because I'm like I kind of like to leave things kind of like a mystery, but like I'm like my character plays like a secret agent type, where he's like trying to like go after Phoenix, the Phoenix character, because of I don't want to tell too much of the story.
No, don't tell, man.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Well,
Keep that-
like I said,
Let people guess. Let people guess. Let people
Spoil
guess.
it. I'm just saying, like for those who are new to this, like just like a synopsis of pretty
Okay.
much the descendants of like Nobunaga and
Yeah.
Yasuke and all that stuff are kind of, without knowing it, reenacting the events that took place, you know, years ago,
Yeah.
but in present day.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but like one of them, like, but you just have like one character makes a decision that the other one didn't, and like their life kind of changes a little bit. But yeah, so I like to play around with storylines and characters when I was doing this film, and and it's done. So yeah,
So here's, I know it's gonna be, you're gonna be premiering it at the
yeah,
Chinese theater,
yeah,
which
yeah,
I love that theater. Like that theater
yeah,
is dope.
yeah,
Like I've they used to do just like not even events in the theater, because like that front open lobby area is
yeah,
so massive that like they would have, like, my friend, she's a stunt woman, and she was over there doing, they would do like different Chinese dragon dances and all that stuff, and they have those the lights and all that stuff at the top to do like the
yeah,
light shows, and
yeah.
like when they turn that thing on, man, you better take all the pictures, all the videos,
Yeah.
like really flex on them. And here's a question. There's a two-part question.
All right.
How are people going to be able to see this who can't obviously make it there? And how do we get an early copy? You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay. So basically, it's definitely going to be on Amazon Prime, Amazon. In fact, it's actually pretty like it's nowadays self distribution is
It's
pretty
key.
key, but it's also easier than ever before
Oh
because
yeah, with the power of the internet and the power of all the
yeah.
stuff we have now. Like
So
when I first started my company, the amount of work and hustle I had to do to get
yeah,
things in people's hands that weren't like
yeah,
in driving distance, like,
yeah,
was
yeah,
insane. Now
yeah.
you like,
It's
yo, check
just you
this
have to
out.
just build your online presence, which it takes work, but like it's not like physical work. You have to just literally sit down and just like promote yourself. But
and be on there. You have to be
yeah,
consistent. Like
yeah,
you don't. And the hardest thing for I always tell people when they're starting this stuff and when they're starting their own business or brand or whatever, especially when they're trying to advertise and get it out there online, is don't be disheartened if some of your posts get like 17 likes. Like
yeah,
just keep being consistent and then your fan base will grow. And
yeah,
then
definitely.
you'll start getting consistent followers, people sharing it, all that stuff. You have to just keep at it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I'm in that stage right now where I'm like slowly growing my fan base. But it's definitely going to be on Amazon Prime, Amazon, Tubi, definitely. Which pays out the most actually for independent filmmakers. So I
Tubi,
definitely, yeah, it does. Yeah. So like basically like this is I'm just going through all my distribution knowledge right here. So if
we're
you're
gonna have to
doing
talk
it,
after this. We're gonna have to
yeah.
talk after this. I want to know more
so
about what Tubi's doing.
so
Like,
so basically like the streaming services that play ads uh pay out more than the streaming services that don't pay out ads, basically.
yeah.
So that's why like I would rather have my film on Tubi than like a Hulu or like a Amazon, because like I want money, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And do they do like I don't know if you want to talk about here,
No, for
but
sure.
um, with people who want to get their stuff out there, do they do when you did it with Amazon, right? And you did it with Tubi.
Mhm.
Like I know Amazon has that like Prime Direct, like
Yeah, so
you can just post it, like you can like submit it, and then
so
sometimes they
here
make like a 50-50 deal, like based
so
on
so this is
views
what
and
I've learned from from distribution, and this is literally how I think every distribution company that isn't a major studio works. So I went to AFM this year, and I was trying to, do everything correct first before I do everything myself, because I just want to have. I'm a very hopeful guy, and I hope that that I get like a person that's willing to pay me like a lot of money for the rights to my film, right?
right.
That's my dream, right? So I'm a really big dreamer. So I went to AFM this year, but literally every single person that every single distribution company that I met with said, "All right, who's in your film?" And I'm like, "Oh, I have this actor from this TV show, this actor from this TV show, this actor from this TV show." And then they're like, "Oh, well, like if it's not a named celebrity, then we're not pretty much interested." I'm like, okay, but do you know that like Chadwick Boseman was going to play this role? Do you know that Netflix did an anime on it? Oh, did you know that they're still trying to make this with Omar Sy? Then their ears perked up, right? So then I was like,
Nobody would
ask me this
want it.
question.
And,
Then okay,
and
so
real
so
fast, real fast, Miles. Just to put it
so
in there, they're actually working on a Broadway play.
yeah. So I asked him. So I was like, you know what? Ask me this question. Do you know the actors that were in were in Stranger Things? Like, did you know those kids in season one? Like, do you know who they were? They're like, no. I was like, okay. Do you know the actors, the lead actor's name in Squid Game? They're like, no. Okay. So what is this whole celebrity has to be the leading man in the movie in today's cinema? Like it's pointless. Like
Yeah,
even Anthony Mackie said that like the Hollywood superstar like Tom Cruise, Will Smith type celebrities are gone. Like there are no more of them. Like literally, like there's no more
like
like
huge names
celebrities.
that just sell
Yeah, that
sell.
can like that can sell tickets. They do like a couple guest star parts on a TV show here and there, or they're a series regular, and then they go off to do. They're like Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Like where did Chris Evans come from before Captain America? Like first, like I knew him from the dude from not another teen movie. You know?
Yeah,
So,
he was, and he did Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
But before that, he was in comedies.
Yeah. So it's like they're, and I'm pretty sure it's like it's like an old school way of thinking where they're thinking like celebrity first and movie second. But I think nowadays, like especially like literally like the movie is the superstar, whether, and the people who are in the movie is like not the superstar. The only exception to that is The Rock. You know what I'm saying? That's the only exception, because like when I was watching Black Adam, I was like, oh, this is The Rock movie. What's up?
Yeah, and that's exactly what all his movies are.
I didn't see it.
All his movies are
it's The Rock movie. It's not like it's not a Black Adam movie. It's not like it's like The Rock playing Black Adam. It's not Black Adam as like so like it's definitely like a thing that I struggle with when I'm selling to different distribution companies. So basically, I just was like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna probably like create my own distribution company, because it's like I get tired of I just get extremely tired of going through middle guys and going through a person that ultimately is probably going to screw me out of money to like get my film on a platform. So I did a gang of research, and I figured out that like most of the distribution companies that I talk to either put their movies on Film Hub or Bitmax. So Bitmax is a film that they're both film aggregators, but Bitmax is a film aggregator where, for example, you guys make a movie and it's like it's like done, right?
Yeah.
You reach out to Bitmax, hey, I have a movie, I want to put it on Tubi. Bitmax says, okay, great. Give us your files. We need poster art. We need captions. We need all this. We got all this technical stuff for the movie for us to put it on their platform. They'll say, all right, pay us like $1,000, and every movie and every platform after that is $200. So, but you keep 100% of the revenue. You keep the rights. They're just the middle guy that has the connects to the bigger platform, from Tubi TV to Amazon to whatever. So they're like a filter to like, so like basically if anybody can just go up to like a Netflix or a Tubi TV or like Amazon, it'll be kind of chaotic, because like everybody's project doesn't have the same quality as like a super beginner versus like a super pro. So like they're the filter to like navigate like kind of like those waters. And like saving up $1,000 is like, just save up like three months worth of work or whatever. Save up that grand. Yeah, save up that grand. It's totally worth it. Save up that grand, give it to them. You own the rate. You own the rights to your movie. You own everything, and like it's on Tubi TV. So, so that's how I'm pretty sure that's how literally every single one of those companies do their model, because it's like none of them has a direct contact to Tubi TV. None of them has a direct contact to Amazon. Some of them might, but it's like they, and it's super weird, because when I asked that question, they're like, oh, I don't want to say. I was like, why don't you want to say who your contact is? It's like it's like a drug deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't want to tell everybody.
But I think I figured it out, though.
The reason why a lot of them don't want to say is because then you could skip past them don't pay them. Pay that person directly for probably even cheaper. You know what I mean? And you know, they want to. They're doing the hard work. They're doing the hard work and the hustle and getting it available for these things, for these
Mhm.
platforms. So they should get paid. And honestly, $1,000, that is not a lot. Like, that is not a lot to get your project up on something where you can go and be like, yo, watch my movie here
Mhm.
on this platform. And then for an extra couple hundred, you could put it on other platforms too.
Yeah.
Come,
Wow.
come.
So
Seriously.
so basically I'm pretty sure a lot of companies use that model, and like they don't like so like they'll basically like a distribution company will take your movie, put it up on Bitmax, pay that $1,000, and they'll get like 100% your of your revenue, and they'll cut you like 60% of whatever money that your movie made, but it won't be it'll be like every quarterly, and they won't like advertise your movie, they won't market it, they won't do anything like that. They'll say that they do in writing, but like their advertisements would be as big as my iPhone, so like which is nothing. So it's literally like I feel like every independent filmmaker would be better off doing self distribution, because like literally like almost all of these companies, like they don't like they use the same stuff that like I'm using right now. And so but that's for Bitmax. Film Hub, however, Film Hub is good in a sense where like if you don't have the funds of paying like $1,000, but you have a finished movie. Um, Film Hub basically takes 20% of the revenue and gives you 80%, but you don't have to pay that $1,000 up front. So like they have connections to Tubi TV, Amazon, Freebie TV, a lot of Nigerian, African TV shows or streaming services, which I think Yasuke could play really really well in. So nowadays, I think it's all about how.
Oh, see, he telling too much now that
Yeah, he's telling too much information, man.
they
Hey,
got him.
well, like I feel like people need to know this, it's because like it's like they like, especially as like independent creators, like you got to protect like you spent like I spent like I don't really count 2020, so I spent like three years making this movie, and like I'm not about to let nobody like who wasn't like there with me like like take
Make a bunch
advantage
of money
of.
off.
Yeah, so like I know the value of my movie, and it's like people try to like kind of undercut me or tell me that it's not worth nothing, but I know like, hey man, if Netflix made an anime, if these people are talking to Chadwick Boseman when he was alive, and Omar Sy about like doing this movie, then it's worth something, and I have the first one to market. So when it goes to Tubi, like just by the name only, people are gonna like tune in to watch basically because they're interested in it. So that's one thing I have over everybody else right now.
Facts, and the one thing too is that it's coming out and it's out there, and I think that's the most important thing is that
Yeah, it's
people
being
will have
yeah.
access to watch our actual film on Yasuke because you have to animate it.
Yeah.
Even if you want to go back, you can go back to Afro Samurai. That is kind of
Exactly.
similar to Yasuke story. But last question for you, brother. How did it feel getting a retweet from Thomas Likely, the author and the historian of Yasuke, retweet your movie, your trailer?
Oh, I didn't know that, man.
Oh.
Oh, surprise!
Dude, he did the anime.
No, he's the one who wrote the book on African Samurai. Thomas
Oh,
Likely.
that's dope. That's tight. That's
Yeah,
tight, man. That's cool.
you get retweets from the historians and all that stuff.
That's tight. Well, I hope they watch the movie, like it. I'm definitely gonna I'm getting it basically like through this whole month of February. I'm just getting the DCP ready so I can like take it around to different theaters and basically just show it there. And so I'm gonna do like a small little like run of like small theaters after the premiere, and yeah, just definitely kind of grow the brand or this brand or this storyline out there, and yeah, I'm just really excited that like once I saw once I saw the like the finished movie from like beginning to end without like man like so like when I was rendering out this movie, like this is just how like kind of like the world works a little bit. Like it took like there were these little parts in the movie where the screen just go black. So like, I'm like, what's going on right now? And that's just the universe is like, all right, you got to figure out. This the last part you got to figure out. So you got to figure it out. And I did it. And I was like, shit, that was hard. It's like
Yeah,
normally
I hate when that happens when you render something because rendering people don't if you don't work on film,
yeah.
rendering eats up so much time.
Oh man.
And then when you look at the finished product, you start seeing mistakes. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
back
so
and fix
like,
that, and then watch it render again. Like,
it no, because like the movie's like an hour 30. So like it literally took like all like it took me 2 days to figure out what was going on with it, and like I was just literally I'm on my couch right now, just like kind of trying to figure out like how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Because like it was just crazy, but like the movie was telling me like I'm done, Cal. It's over. Sell me as quickly as possible. You know. So I fixed it. It's done, and I can't wait to show everybody on March 20th.
Nice, man. And we're excited. I know Jay, he excited. He's gonna tell people. I'm gonna tell people. I can't wait to watch it. Hopefully we get an early advance. You know, just saying possibility, you know.
Yeah. I'll see. No, but honestly, like I'll see what I can do. But I really do want to. I really want to do like a big promotion like Yasuke Descendants on Tubi TV. So that's the goal right now is to put it directly on Tubi TV and just like let it rip basically.
Quote reviewers, you
Yeah.
know, like
Oh yeah.
all that stuff, man. Don't get it twisted.
But we appreciate you for jumping on. Make sure y'all follow real fast. Tell people how they can follow you and doesn't the movie have its own Instagram?
Oh, the movie it's on my Three Strands of Rope production page where I put like I'm gonna put like behind Rope Productions, and you can just find me my name Calvert David Mouse, just how it's spelled on Instagram, and that's my Instagram, and there should be a link to my production page, but yes, that's how you can keep up with me and my film.
Dope. And Jay, what do you want to say to the people before we bounce, man?
Yo, when you get a chance, we just launched series 1.1 of VT Heroes. That's right, 1v1 deck building arcade style fighting card game. Fans of fighting games and people who like tokusatsu, such as things like Power Rangers, could jump right in on this. Yo, easy to learn, difficult to master. And then we just also put out Rival Aim, which is our 2 to 10 player shooter card game. We took the logic of shooters like Call of Duty and put it to a fast-paced, easy-to-learn, fun party game. It's fun and simple like Uno and just as treacherous. All right, so check out rivaling. Go to j1studios.com for all that info.
And all then follow me, you see the links and everything like that. But again, Miles, thank you again for spending time with us. When that film drops, go see that film. Tell your mama, tell your grandma, tell all your ancestors, go see that film, because we gotta support people like us. Because if we don't support them, who's gonna support them? So we're out. Peace.